Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs for Friday, the 4th of November, 2022. I hope you're doing well. I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube called Psychic Cafe. I channel about divine feminine, divine masculine, twin flames, what's going on with them in there. But I also give mini reads as well for donations in there, so come along sometime. Got a question for your higher self, you can give a donation in there and get a mini read from me. You can find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there. If you're interested in a private reading with me, they're available from my website, behealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below, and also one up there too. I get them out within 48 hours of you ordering them, so there's only a limited availability there. I do tend to make some available each day, but if it says it's all sold out, just check back a day or so later. You should be able to get yourself in. Okay, so what's in the energies today for everybody? Still no cards coming out. Today I will be coming back from another island. Coming back home. The cards just don't want to come out. What's up with that? Perhaps I won't be wanting to come back. What's up with that? Okay, we've got some. We have sharing your wisdom and tending to the future. You might have future plans and be... what I'm getting from this is someone, perhaps your partner or someone in your family, a child or something like that, might be telling you of their future plans, and you might be sharing your wisdom with them about, it's like, oh, I did that before, and there was these challenges or setbacks or problems with it. You might not want that. You're not telling them to not want that, because everything's going to have challenge, right? Just because you can pinpoint what the challenges are doesn't mean that someone shouldn't have to do it. And we wouldn't do anything if we tried to avoid anything with a challenge in it, right? But you might be sharing your wisdom about the challenges that you have found by taking a particular course of action. Paradox. And paradoxically, you did it yourself. Paradoxically, you did the thing that you're kind of warning them not to do. Perhaps they need to do it too. Yeah, so this could be someone that you kind of feel protective of, someone that you want to help them to avoid the pitfalls that you've been into. What else? Prudence. Yeah, this is what you're telling someone. Be prudent. Be careful. Be careful with what you are wanting, you know? Anyway, let's find out more. What's going on? I think I'm going away with my friend, so perhaps I'll be talking to her about stuff like this. But the Page of Swords coming out here. It looks very determined, right? This is someone who gives you a message, some kind of a communication coming in from this one. Quite determined to do something. They're revealing some kind of a truth. It could be an opinion about you, that someone could have an opinion about you. You know, if this is about, say, a child, about a teenage child, and you're sharing your wisdom with them, even though you did that thing, you're like, you know, don't do as I do as I say. They might be arguing against that with their truth, going, well, I'm determined, I'm going to do it anyway, you know? Don't tell me what to do, mum, that kind of thing. You got the moon energy here, which is quite emotional. You could be emotional about it. 10 of Pentacles, happily ever after, family kind of stuff, building things for the future. Got a lot of future focused stuff going on here. And the 3 of Wands, kind of awaiting or progressing slowly forward towards something that, you see the Chariot's up ahead here, up this road ahead. She's progressing slowly forward up there, and then once she gets in the Chariot, it will be really fast forward on it. So it might be slow going at the moment, and then things will speed up. Well, tell us about this Page of Swords, the Chariot. Wow. So they want to dive into something, right? So this could be like a relationship. Your person wants to dive into it. You might be saying, hey, slow down. It could be someone that wants to move in with you straight away. You know, it could be a start of a relationship and they want to take leaps and bounds at the start, and you might be saying, I've done this before, I've like leapt in and it's not healthy, let's slow things down. And they might be like, no, let's do it. It could be something like that. Or as I said, it could be a child, it could be someone else, and you might be like, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. They want to leap in toward a victory, a new day kind of thing. So someone is really, perhaps naively being a page, wanting to throw themselves into something, and you have qualms about that. You're like, because you've done it before, it's because you've done it before. It's because you're more wise about it now. You're not necessarily saying no, but you might be saying no. Yeah, it could just be a slow down thing. The moon, it has you emotional. Something has you emotional here. What is that? Why have I got the moon? I'm just trying to tap into the energies, but there's like a stoic face. See how she's got a stoic face there, but she's all emotional on the inside. It's like she's not letting it come through. This could be someone else, or it could be your energy. Someone's emotional. What? 9 of Wands. Oh, because of previous wounding. Okay. Previous wounding could have you wanting to be aloof, or have someone else being aloof, not facing it, not showing their emotions, not showing their true emotions. Kind of being a bit detached, emotionally detached. So someone's pushing their emotions down here. They're feeling it, but they're not letting it out because of past woundings. Truth. They don't want to reveal the truth. They don't want to say their truth. Perhaps they've been shot down before for saying the truth. This could be you. You don't want to reveal it. You might be having trouble speaking up today about something because your emotions are coming up, and you might come across as aloof instead, withdrawn, not wanting to let those emotions out, not ready to kind of confront that, not ready to release those emotions and speak out about them and reveal them. Might have some healing work to do today, if that's you, or if this is someone else around you that's doing that, you might just need to understand, this traumatized person I've got in front of me, and who I can tell they're feeling it, but they're not revealing it. Feeling it, but not revealing it. I'm a poet. 10 of Pentacles, you got something about family stuff here, is what I feel. You have to be strong in the face of that. In the face of family stuff, be strong. Could be your family, doesn't have to be blood family. It could be someone else's family that you're close to. Yeah, this could be like with the in-laws. Be strong with the in-laws. Or this doesn't have to be blood family, like I said, or even a partner's family. This could be people around you, your tribe kind of thing, the people that you consider family, the ones that you're closest to on a day-to-day basis kind of thing, the people that you have around you, the people that you trust the most of all, those people that you've chosen to be family. You might need to be strong in the face of them. So there could be dispute today about what people are doing, the choices that people have made, and kind of talk through of like, it's like, say if someone is saying to you, I might leave my husband, and you say, well, I have both stayed in marriages and I've left marriages, and you just might want to think about this thing first. You might be talking about regrets that you've had, or how you would have handled it differently, or, just sharing your wisdom about that. And if you are doing that, you'll need to stay strong in your own convictions, because especially if you are relaying your previous experiences to them, and if they have got a completely different perspective on it, like the Page of Swords, I'm rushing into this kind of thing quite naively. They could come quite across as quite judgmental about your previous, your past, your choices that you've made, and that could bring up past wounding in you. This could be the whole shutdown process, so just be careful around this and try and stay strong in yourself and in your choices. If you're helping someone out today, and it could backfire on you by showing you something that isn't healed within yourself. You got emotional release behind that. So yeah, family stuff. It's family stuff coming up, or a similar situation to that. 3 of Wands. moving slowly towards something. It's going to be fast forward in the future, but there's a bit of a wait before it can be fast forward. There should be a bit of a wait before it's healthily fast forward. Let's put it that way. Tell us why the Three of Wands is here. What is this all about? Random noise outside. Oh, that's a lot of cards. Okay. Queen of Cups. Ace of Cups. Oh, it's about love. And the Three of Wands. Three of Wands again. Same card. So there's a bit of a wait. What? Before you can receive this happiness, this Ace of Cups, this new start in love. So we're talking about a relationship here, I think. I think we're talking about a relationship here. I think we might be talking about, for some of you, someone wanting to rush forward. It could be you wanting to rush forward in a relationship, but it's not the best thing to do. There's a bit of a wait there still. But it will be fast forward in the future, but it's prudent at the moment to slow it right down. What's behind this is forgiveness. And forgive them. So whoever's slowing it down, or whoever's wanting to speed it up, and you know that that's not healthy, and you're having to slow it down, even though you really want that, you know it isn't healthy. I think, yeah, you need to forgive that person for their approach. You know, it just feels like someone hasn't had a similar experience to you. That's all. Okay, tell us what's going on in our love lives. What else in the romance department, apart from what we've all possibly seen in the general cards for today's energies? There we go. Okay. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So whatever you're going through, delays or whatever it is in your love life at the moment, there's a reason behind it, and you're going to see that. You know, a lot of the delays that we're having at the moment, I think, from what the guides have been telling me, has been about we can never do it for other people. We need to be on our own paths, right, and work through our own stuff. And some of us have been codependent in the past, so we've been more than willing to dive in and do it for them, or help them through it, or tell them what to do, or, you know, tell them what we're noticing about them and all of that kind of thing. And then we get into unhealthy codependency territory in relationships. It's like, that's not our role in relationships to do that. What you want to find is someone that's willing to do the work in a relationship, that do the work, not just in the relationship, not just work on the relationship, but do their own work, right? And they need to be proactive in doing that. That's the ideal situation, so that you don't have to take responsibility for them to get them to do it, to tell them what to do in the first place, right? That's healthy. And then we can get into relationships before someone is really firmly on that path of self-growth themselves, of sorting themselves out and being on that own path, you know, doing the work themselves, so they're getting the help that they need and they're proactive in it. And if we get into a relationship with them too fast before they're really solid in that, of sorting their own stuff out, then we're going to end up being codependent with them again, and that's going to create an unhealthy relationship. So I think that's why delays have been coming up, and it could be why delays are coming up at the moment. So forgive them. Forgive, especially if your person... especially if your person is slowing things down because of not doing the work. It could be that. Let them do their own work. Let them be on their own path. What else in our love lines? We've got effort and gifts here. So someone could be making an effort towards you to show that they care today by giving you a gift or doing something really nice for you. So you might be receiving some of the loving that way, even if they're not ready. Or, yeah, some of them might be trying to rush you into something here. You're just going to have to take it as it resonates. Some of you got different lessons at the moment, you know, different sides of this. Different sides of the same lesson, it feels like, rather than different lessons. It's just the energies that are around, you know, so the topic kind of thing. And we've all had different experiences in that. Some of you will be slowing things down. Some of you will be the speedy ones. We have true love here, though. Definitely worth holding out for this person. And we've got wild abandon. Some of you just want to get into it, you know. There's very much the energy of that today, the wild abandon. It's like, let's just do this, Page of Swords. Let's just like rush into this. It's like elope and get married kind of energy, you know? And it's not necessarily the best thing to do. And that might be an understatement, that it's not necessarily the best thing to do. It might be dead obvious that it's not the best thing to do. A whale, obvious to some, of course. A whale, great worry over nothing, so don't be too worried about it. Again, I'm getting a teenage energy about this, you see. Some people might not realize it's not the very best thing to do, even though to a lot of us it's obvious it's not the best thing to do, but only because we've had those experiences. There's teenage kind of an energy. It's like, who wouldn't think that something, who are the people that would think, who are the collective people that would think that something is a good idea when it really isn't? Teenagers, right? Because I've not had those experiences, and perhaps because of brain development as well. Lack of inhibitions and all of that. You got a club. Someone will try and make you do something against your will. But with that teenage energy as well, it can come up in an adult, because if an adult has had just not a sheltered life, but perhaps sheltered in certain ways, they haven't had certain experiences, you know? It's like it could happen with someone that's been been with someone that gets together with someone in high school and stays with them for a very long time. That person's not going to have very much relationship experience, and they could still be like a teenager when it comes to relationships. But then they'll have a lot of experience in areas perhaps that you don't have too. Got a short journey here. That's me. Short trip back from the other island. Only takes a couple of hours. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Could be that speed thing, hey? Someone wants to rush into this today. Is it you? Bull, do not back down from opposition. So stand your ground, show strength and fortitude, and stand your ground. Especially if you know that your wisdom is right, in that, you know, you're just like, look, I've done this before, I've lived through this. I'm pretty certain that it's not the best thing to do to rush into this. So stand your ground there. Think of a yes or no answer question, because I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly for an answer. This is just a bit of fun because this is a general reading, of course. It's not a personal reading. But if you want me to pull one of these crystals out for a particular question you've got, a specific question you've got, come along to my live show sometime. I can do that for you. I do those mini reads for donations. I'll also pull cards out as well to give you clarity on all of that. And I can use them in private readings as well. Book yourself in. There's a link in the description box below and also one up there too. After you've booked in, click on the Contact Us page and you can put your questions in there. Now, you don't have to ask specific questions for your readings. I will just channel like I usually do. That's what I usually do for my readings. But some of you want to ask specific questions. You're very welcome to do that. So do that. How best to deal with these energies today? Well, the Knight of Wands, it's like go bravely forward, you know, with your passion and all of that. Don't have your head and your heart aligned, though. I mean, wild abandon perhaps, but perhaps this is saying like some of you are holding back because of fears, because you're not healed yet, you know, and you're slowing things down or not allowing yourself to get into things when you should actually move forward into it. Yeah, I didn't look at it that way around, but there we have it. Knight of Wands is more like, yeah, go for it kind of an energy. So perhaps it's you that needs to be rushing in more and you're holding back, and that's down to not your wisdom, but your wounding, right? And so you might just need to give a little bit on this subject today. Ask yourself that question. Is it really your wisdom or is it your fear? What an interesting twist at the end of the reading there. For those of you that stuck around to the end. Think of a yes or no answer question now. Pause the video if you're not ready for your answer. The answer is yes. Green light. Go for it. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there, leave a comment and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. And so thanks again for watching and have the best day ever. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.